everyone, it's G. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to have a little look at the month of March and what I've been up to and my journey as an artist. Now March I had some great opportunities to showcase my work. We had some new markets I hadn't tried before, so we had Morbid markets, we also had Stockport Alternative Market, and I had the chance to showcase my work at Kenji. I had a pop-up in their Trafford Centre store. So sit back, relax and enjoy the video, and I'll take you along with what I've been up to. Morning, so I've just arrived here in for Morbid markets. It's the first time I've done this market, so totally don't know what to expect, but it should be a good day. So I just stepped out to get some fresh air, and this market is actually going really well. I think we've got about 2 or 3 hours to go. So I made my table and costs back in the first half an hour, which was absolutely mad. But then, so I was like, oh my God, buzzing. And then it got really dead. So I was like, okay, calm down, it's all right. And then it picked up again in the afternoon. So yeah, it's going really well so far. I'm gonna head back in and do the last couple of hours. I've just arrived at the Trafford Centre, so I'm gonna try and find Kenji. I believe it is on the upper floor somewhere. The shopping centre looks absolutely massive, so after I'm set up, I'm gonna have a little mooch around, a little explore. But yeah, let's head over to the store and set up the pop-up stand.
I've just finished up setting up at Kenji at the Trafford Centre. This store is absolutely beautiful. Like, this is their flagship store. Actually, I think they might have a new flagship in London. This was the flagship store for a time. They had a smaller unit, moved into this unit, and it is decked out to the nines, like with the Tory gate and all the like figures, like giant versions of the figures and stuff. It's really nice. The Makers Market is upstairs. I had such a crude drawing of how I wanted the display to go. I sort of half followed it and then sort of like worked with the space once I was there. I didn't have the measurements, so I just had to like wing it a little bit. Compared to my stand at Sheffield at the Meadow Hall, I have less types of products. I don't currently have notebooks or the D&D quest logs at the moment. I might revamp them, bring them back, I'm not totally sure. So it was a slightly bigger space with slightly less product. I did have greetings cards, those were new. I didn't have those at Meadow Hall last year, but I think it worked. I would have liked a couple more things maybe on that bottom tier, but yeah, I'm quite happy with it. We'll see how the 2 weeks goes. Very annoyingly, my flipping table covers got all like crinkly, and when I was looking at the photos after, I was just like, that looks some creased. Hopefully not everyone is, as soon as they see it, it's like, what a state. But yeah, we'll see. Staff absolutely lovely. I'm gonna chow down, have some food, and check out a bit more of the Trafford Centre and then head home. Just finished setting up at Stockport's Alternative Market. The venue is really cool. It's this old building which is very on brand for an alternative market. We've still got about 40 minutes to go until open time. This market is 3 p.m. till 8 p.m, so it's counted as a night market, which is pretty cool. I didn't really feel myself setting up. Sometimes I just get a bit like, I just don't fancy filming myself in public, but I've got to get over it if we're doing YouTube videos. But yeah, quick setup, got my market set up rather than a convention one. It's the first time I've done this market. There's some traders here that I know, so it's always nice to see friendly faces. So yeah, let's see what the evening brings us.
Alright, so let's wrap up my time at Kenji. As you may or may not know, I have done one of these Kenji pop-ups before. I did one in Sheffield in their Meadow Hall store in the summer of 2024. They asked me to come back to their flagship store. I believe this isn't their flagship anymore, but it was at the time. So they asked me back at the Trafford Centre, which I thought was an amazing opportunity. So I went for it. The staff were really nice when I set up. They helped me get my stock up the stairs because unfortunately the lifts wasn't working on that day. In terms of sales, if we're comparing it to the Sheffield pop-up last year, there was quite a significant dip. And I think this was because of a variety of reasons. With the Sheffield store, the pop-up, the maker's table is sort of there as you walk into the store. So you can't really miss it. Whether you're there for the maker's table or not, you see it as you enter the store. With the Trafford Centre, it is up on the first floor. So you'd have to go naturally to the first floor and sort of round the corner to even spot it. So I do think it's sort of like not in your natural vision as you walk around the store. Also, when I did the Sheffield pop-up, it was during the summer holidays. So footfall naturally is absolutely buzzing. There's a lot of people around, younger demographic as well for sure. But was it worth it? I would say 100% yes. Despite being a dip compared to the last time I did it, it was totally worth it. It was still really good takings for me personally. I did go and stock up halfway through, as you might have seen earlier in the video. I did Stockport Alternative Market, so I was sort of up Manchester way so I could pop in. I didn't need to restock. I think I learnt from last year doing Sheffield, because I think I restocked in the middle. I just didn't take enough stock initially because I just didn't have any sort of gauge of how these things work, how popular it would be. So I would have been okay just to leave it. So I did do Stockport Alternative Market. I had a hotel for the night to sort of stay up north, restock, and then drive back the next day. Luckily, my takings for Stockport, you know, I was in profit, you know, I paid for the hotel, petrol, and I still had some profit after that. So it wasn't a waste going to restock to Kenji at all. It's just how, you know, the logistics of things. And then obviously on the last day I had to drive up to Manchester to drive back home. So I didn't need that middle bit, but I'm glad I did because I found Stockport Alternative Market, which was really busy. The organisers were really nice as well. You know, what an experience to partner with a brand like that. I'm glad I've managed to do it again. And connect with a new audience as well. So I do a lot of alternative markets. Sometimes I do sort of like Comic-Cons and conventions, depending which ones I can get in. Sometimes it's, you know, applications, sometimes it's first come, first served. So I do think having these like pop-ups in branded stores, you know, you can connect with new people that haven't seen your art and products before. And can you really put a price on that? I personally don't think so. And I was very happy with my takings anyway. So yeah, a really good experience from me. Yeah, and thank you for watching the video. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.